Welcome back to Echo of God Ministries. Today I have another word that the Lord gave me on October 14th, 2020. I had this dream and there was this calendar on a wall. And the calendar was made out of paper, but somehow the image, the picture on this calendar would move. And as I was looking at this calendar, I started to see that the earth on that calendar, on that picture, was a little bit wet and it began to dry up. And as the land began to dry up, it began to crack because it was that dry and the dust began to lift up. But then I see these four bones that kind of reminded me of hooves, but they were gigantic bones. They were humongous. And when I look to the side, I see this demon that's getting up. And this demon, it was almost like a cross between a rhino and a hippo with that thick skin. And it got up and it started to walk towards the bones. And when it came where the bones were, it put its legs or its feet on the hooves and it took place. And then suddenly I look up in the picture to the heavens and I see this gargoyle that's coming from afar. And this gargoyle had gigantic wings and it was flying. And as it was getting closer, I knew that it was coming towards where this other demon was. And then it came over the demon, or over this demon that looked like a hippo or rhino, and it took connection with it. It wrapped its legs around it. And then I thought to myself, what kind of demon is this that it can walk on the surface of the earth, but it can also fly in the heavenly places? And so I took this dream to the prayer warriors of our church and we began to pray and the Lord gave us discernment. And the discernment that the Lord was giving us, or the word that the Lord gave us, was that there are demonic powers that are working right now on earth. Through people, through governments, through even politicians. And the enemy is releasing greater principalities, demons never seen before here on earth that have been in the heavenly places. But he is releasing them to unite. The enemy is struggling. He's trying to give it its all to try and destroy the church, to try and destroy the people of God. Now, let me tell you, there's a famine that is coming. There is hunger that is coming. When I saw that land was beginning to dry, it's calling for drought. There was no water. It was almost like the water was being sucked out of it. And so these demons are coming together. These powers are coming together. But let me remind you that there was a young boy. His name was David, and he fought against Goliath. We don't fight a war in the flesh. We fight a war in the spirit. And you have the instruments. I have the instruments. You have the weapons. I have the weapons. We have the power. We have the anointing. It is not by coincidence that you are living in this time. It is not a coincidence that you were born for this time. God has called you. He is waiting for you, and he is asking you to take your place in the kingdom. Remember that we are warriors. We are soldiers of his kingdom, and he is waiting for us because we are his hands and we are his feet. We have everything. We have everything to fight against the enemy. All you need to do is to place yourself in the position that God has called you to be in. God bless you. See you next time.